everybody? Happy Sunday, or whatever day you're watching this. My name is Brandon Jones. I'm a six-figure earner yearly, and I am proud to say I am homeless. Well, a little bit. But, I wanted to make this video because I may be talking to a young person or an older person that has not yet dealt with what I had to deal with, or has dealt with what I had to deal with, but has not had the courage, just like I haven't had the courage, to break a certain cycle. Everything I'm about to say in this video is 100% authentic and 100% real, raw and uncut. And the reason I'm recording this video is because I took a big sacrifice. If you guys have watched my vlogs, then on Educatedhustler, if you watch my vlogs as of last month, I've been talking about me thinking about taking a risk for a while. I want to make this very clear. I have made more money than usual the last 4 months because I've been building up my wholesale brand, my wholesale business. I want to go into first explaining to you guys, owning a store or even stores is very difficult. I own phone stores in Philadelphia. I sell phones, buy phones, fix phones, sell accessories, drones, cases, screen protectors, chargers, things of that nature. I started this back in 2015. I've lost stores, brought stores, and did really well. Problem is, the way the economy is going, a lot of people are not necessarily shopping in person. And there's a heightened increase of theft, robbery, which has led to upgraded security systems, gates, a lot of investments that have, in my opinion, a negative effect on the business. My goal has always been for me to leave Philadelphia, not because I don't like Philly. I love Philly. That's where I'm from. I've moved from Philly already and went to California. And I did that in one of the most depressing times in my life. Somebody just broke up with me, and I felt in my heart that, changing scenery was best for me. And when I moved to Cali, I woke up every single day to a view of a penthouse, palm trees, nice pool. Never swam in the pool, but it was there when I woke up. I met a lot of beautiful young ladies, a lot of nice networking partners, but ultimately I ran into people doing weird stuff, like sipping drugs. I don't even know if I can say it on YouTube, just doing drugs and stuff, and getting the gang stuff, and I ended up coming back to Philly. My kids needed me as well. The reason I'm telling you all of this is because if I have one regret in life, the one regret that I have is not being patient. I've always been somebody that has acted off of impulse, took the most risk possible, and tried to speed up my process. En route, I made a lot of mistakes. So think about it like this. You ever hear the saying, bull in the china shop? That was what I was. I got to my end goal. I got to the stores, and I got to making money and all of that. But in the process, I failed a lot. And now I'm at the point to where I want to be more. I want my kids to see more. I want my family, generational wealth-wise, to be set up better. I want different assets. Because I don't view a store as an asset anymore. Because while, yes, they're still doing okay, when I look at it in the future tense, like I've always told you guys, I'm always looking at things ahead of where I'm at currently. I don't think that is something that's sustainable. I don't think a phone store or phone stores are sustainable. I just don't. I think that eventually it gets to the point to where people are going to just go online. And also you have a whole bunch of people creating wireless stores around here. The other day, one of my employees came in and said, hey, I was in the back parking and I saw a guy, and he had his window down. He asked me, was I coming into the store? And I said, yeah. And when I was talking to him, I saw him, he was looking at like a picture of a few, you know what, like weapons. Oh, sorry. Weapons. Canceled. Like, what the heck? Right? And I'm just tired of, like, you don't understand, like, it's very, very frustrating and scary when you just never know who's plotting on you. So I moved out of my house, and it was because the lease was up, obviously, and I could have renewed the lease. What I realized, one, I went from living in a penthouse to then living in regular apartments, and the reason was because I was like, well, instead of me paying $2,500 to $2,700 on rent, let me just invest it into my stores. And I did, and it panned out well. And I went to a regular apartment. Then I was like, okay, well, forget the apartments. Let's go into a house so I can have more space. So my daughter can have more space. My son can have more space. And I did. And everything was good. But now I'm at the point to where I want to own houses. And I'm not sure if it's going to be in Philly. So I had a big decision to make. Do I renew my lease, stay where I'm at, stay with my stores? And as you guys know, I'm so focused on my wholesale company, WESPLY.com, getting facilities for that. It's like I'm willing to take one of the biggest risks of my life. I'm willing to downgrade my personal life, but not to the point to where it affects my children. I want them to have a nice living. So I moved downtown, but in a smaller area, I guess you would say. And I'm doing this for 6 months. I'm locking in for 6 months straight, to the point to where I want to try, or it could even be a year. I don't want to rush again, because that's what I always do. And then I just, again, become a bull in a china shop. But I wanted to share this with you guys, even though I didn't have to, because sometimes you gotta make a very scary sacrifice. Now, why is it scary? It's scary because I deserve more. When you look at your bank account and you feel like, okay, I can afford this just by looking at it, great. But in hindsight, sometimes you have to really think, wait, can I really afford this? Or could this money be going towards something else? And I feel like this money could be going towards another warehouse. Like, I want to expand. Like, I want to go and expand. It can go towards another type of partnership or asset, instead of putting money into a property that I'm renting, right? I want to be renting properties out. Like, I gotta stop being content and comfortable with making money. And to everybody out there that may feel like I'm not making money, Brandon, you sound a little ungrateful or whatever, right? Please don't take it that way, because all I'm saying is, even if you're making a little bit of money from your job, sometimes you're going to have to sacrifice and stop trying to live in your means and live below. I've never lived below my means. I can't remember one time I've lived below my means. To give you guys an example, when I moved to Philadelphia, I lived with my grandma, right? I lived with my grandmother for 9 months, right out of high school. I was building a business. It was a modeling agency. I was building that business. That business failed miserably. In the process of building that business, remind you, I said that business failed miserably. And you guys know that I was flipping phones too and all of that, right? So while that business was failing, I was flipping phones, making money. When I was, building my business, I got a girl pregnant, okay? And she called me one day and she said, "Hey, I'm pregnant. What do you want me to do?" I'll lie to you not. And I'll never forget this. Like, I never had a woman say, "Oh, I'm having a baby." You know what I mean? It was more so like, "What do you want to do?" And I told her, out of respect for you, I would never tell you what to do with your body. And I said, I'm down with whatever. She ended up having a kid. The day she told me she was pregnant and that she was going to keep it is the day I moved her from her mother's house into a apartment. Okay? With eBay money and phone flipping money. I wasn't ready to move out of my grandmother's house. I should have stayed there until I had a successful business. I didn't move out after I had a store. I moved out before I had a store, before I had really any asset. So I've always been like in survival mode, which is not bad, but I've never lived below my means. And I think that it's time for me to live somewhat below my means. I can pay more people. I can be in my store more. If I didn't have kids, I think I would get one of those stores where you have like an apartment above your house. I mean, no, you have a apartment above your store. Like, that would be really cool. Like, I don't want to struggle, but I want to use all of my resources to build more resources. Because let me tell you what it is. Really what it is, guys, is sometimes you get so tired in life because you feel like you're just going around and around and around in a circle and a circle. And you feel like nothing's really changing. You feel like, the same success becomes boring, right? The same success becomes boring. And I want to build my YouTube and I want to grow my business and all that. But like, the same success becomes boring. I'm just being honest with you. It becomes boring. It doesn't become fun. It's not like, oh, yay, I've made X amount of money, yay. And that's why, like, when it comes to a lot of people that try to act like they're running businesses and they sell digital products, or even they drop ship and all of that, a lot of these people take out loans, and a lot of these people are lying, because six-figure business owners, they're not all driving Maybachs and doing those things, because, again, it's a difference between being patient, taking out loans for your business and going that route. And then you got the person like me who refuses to take out a loan because I just feel like that's going to put me in debt. And I started a family young, and I rushed. I started everything young. And I just want this to be a testament to whoever watches that may be going through anything of the sorts. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Believe in yourself. Know that you can do it. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be good and comfortable. But sometimes you're going to have to sacrifice a few things. And when you sacrifice those things, you're going to start to see more stuff pan out. Even though it may not seem like it, some things are going to actually pan out. Hold on, guys. I got to drop off this resellers kit. So I am in the process of moving out. and going towards downtown where it's a lot more networking and a lot more options for me to shoot different content. So I've just been doing that. And I wanted to share with you guys because, again, I try to share my life with you and I try to be as transparent as possible because I know there's a lot of people that are trying to seem as if they are something they're not. And I don't want to do that because I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of my channel. My channel is to show you guys that us hustlers, we are on a journey. And sometimes you have to sacrifice. You got to give more, and not more to yourself. Sometimes you got to give more up to achieve better. And sometimes you also have to realize, wait, what do I actually have to do to get the success that I want? Right. And I want to move out of Philly because I just want to experience new things. And I'm fixed on that. Like, that's 100% something I want to do. But if I move out of Philly, do I need to keep my stores in Philly? Or do I need to build my wholesale business up to where I have that one brand to where I could take that other places, you know? Because it's harder to take stores to other states. It's harder. Then it's like, oh, well, no, Brandon, just move and keep your stores. But then it's like, hey, do I have the staff around me that I trust to actually maintain a business? It's so much, but it's so fun. Because these are the moments that make and break people. These are the moments that will define my legacy. And whoever out there has a similar option or a similar task at hand, I want you to know you can do this and make the necessary sacrifices for your future. Don't just be so caught up in trying to look like the cool person or trying to stay in the same cycle. You know what I mean? You buy a Trackhawk, you paying a $1,500 note on that car for 5 years. And you talking about you trying to be successful. Have your business pay for that. It's levels to it. And I'm still learning, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am a 6-figure entrepreneur that is homeless, kinda, not really, but kinda. And I'm happy about this new journey we about to go on because I'm about to grind. And another thing is I have an office, and the office that I have, okay, is bigger and that space where I'll be creating more content. Like, I'm putting all of my money into my business, not really into my cars and my clothes and my shoes. Like, I love shoes. I love sneakers. Like, I love all of those things, but I gotta be more. I want to do more. I want to do better. So let's get it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.